Hello everyone, I'm Trent Osborne with the Florida High School 7-on-7 Association, and it's all come down to this. After one of the most exciting seasons in FHS7v7A history, we are just 1 week away from the state championship. Over 50 teams are scheduled to take place, and right now we're going to take a look at some of the best prospects that you'll see next weekend. Up first, it's Flagler Palm Coast linebacker Rodney Hill. The three-star junior out of FPC has made quite a name for himself over the past year. Hill used his blazing speed and sideline-to-sideline coverage ability to win MVP of the Under Armour All-American Camp Series stop in Miami. He is currently the 6th-ranked linebacker in the state according to Rivals.com and has over a dozen collegiate offers on the table, including Pitt, UCF, and the University of Tennessee. Up next, it's Estero star defensive back Jason Dklona. It's been a big week for the Wildcats multi-sport stud, as he just committed to Rutgers this past Tuesday. The Scarlet Knights aren't just getting a skilled player on the defensive side of the ball, they're getting one of the best athletes in the state of Florida. Dklona starred on the Estero track team, as well as scoring over 1,000 points on the hardwood for the men's basketball squad. He even racked up over 576 yards and 6 touchdowns on offense. Dklona comes into next weekend's state championship as one of the most versatile players in the entire field. The biggest tournament of the year is sure to bring out some of the biggest names in the entire sport. And when it comes to 3-star tight end Randy Pittman, we mean that literally. The Crawford Mosley tight end clocks in at 6'2" and 230 pounds, so it's not hard to see why he's got college recruiters raving. Match that with the talent to play tight end, halfback, fullback, and wide receiver, and you've got a recipe for one of the best recruits in the entire state. Despite offers from every major school in the Sunshine State, Pittman is already committed to playing college ball at Florida State. His teammates might call him the Joker, but there's nothing funny about his game. Let's move on to Nice High quarterback Marcus Stokes. The 4-star junior doesn't just have high hopes for his college career, he has NFL aspirations in mind. Already a projected draft pick whenever he chooses to go pro, Stokes has the kind of dual-threat ability that the league is looking for. The Penn State commit led Nice in yards both through the air and on the ground, completing nearly 60% of his passes in the process. The last Nice quarterback to make it to the league, Florida Gators legend Tim Tebow. Moving over to the defensive backfield, next up is Vanguard High School's Fred Gaskin III. The stud sophomore has really been making waves as one of the most talented players in the class of 2024. Currently ranked as one of the top 150 sophomores in the country according to 24/7 Sports, Gaskin has offers on the table from a plethora of Power 5 teams, including an unofficial visit to the University of Alabama. The University of Florida has dominated in-state recruiting for the class of 2023. They already have 5 of Florida's top 50 players committed to playing for the Gators next year, according to 24/7 Sports. Eustis star wideout Tyree Patterson only adds to that already impressive class. Patterson has been making a lot of noise out west this past week at the Overtime OT7 event in Las Vegas. His squad 24K7v7 is the only undefeated team left in the competition, and he has been a huge part of it. But 7-on-7 isn't the only place Patterson puts on a show. Last season with Eustis, he finished the year with 53 catches for over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Moving on to another player from the Central Florida area, next up is Sanford Seminole gunslinger Luke Rucker. The FAU commit took a major leap forward in 2021. Despite splitting time with another quarterback, Rucker finished the season throwing for 26 touchdowns and almost 2,000 yards. Even more impressive than that, he did it in Florida's highest classification and led the Seminoles to an 11-2 record. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Rucker was recently chosen for the Orlando Sentinel Super 60, a list honoring the top 60 recruits in Central Florida. Sometimes leadership is chalked up to being a quarterback-specific trait, but players like Sebring linebacker Joshua Carter prove that's far from the case. The junior linebacker is a 3-year starter for the Blue Streaks, and the growth they've seen under his leadership is clear. The team was ranked 137th in Florida according to Max Preps during Carter's freshman season, and 3 years later they're finishing 74th and were just 3 points away from the 5A state championship. Carter and his 8 tackles per game were a huge part of their semifinal run, and he also just received his first collegiate offer from Kaiser University. Now on to the youngest player on today's list, Wildwood's rising star Trey Brown III. He clocks in as the lone freshman in today's video, and that's a testament to the potential he has. Brown won't graduate until the summer of 2025, but has already received offers from Florida State, West Virginia, Auburn, and the University of Michigan. What he may lack in experience, he more than makes up for in talent. TB3 will certainly be one to keep your eyes out for during the tournament. Let's keep the streak of receivers going and tell you about Florida High's most dangerous wideout, Brooks Hickman. The Seminole speedster led a lethal passing attack for Florida High in 2021. Averaging 65 yards a game to go along with his 7 touchdowns, Hickman helped one of the best teams in the state finish with an 11-2 record. He's already attended 2 Division I camps this year, and after the state championship, that number is sure to grow. The last receiver we're going to be covering in today's video has really blown up over the last few weeks. It's Palmetto High School's Zamarian Lang. After posting a blazing fast 4.3 40 time at a Duke camp earlier this month, Lang's recruitment exploded. In the span of 4 days, he received brand new offers from South Carolina, Louisville, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. The sophomore will look to improve upon his already impressive resume next weekend. The final player we're going to be covering in today's video is one of the most sought after in the entire country. If you were to take a dart and throw it against a map of the United States, you're sure to land near a school who has offered him a scholarship. It's Jesuit linebacker Troy Bowles. Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Michigan, just some of the universities that have offered deals to the second-ranked linebacker in the class of 2023. You may even recognize his last name. Not only does his brother currently play at Rutgers, but his father, Todd Bowles, is the new head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As talented as his father and brother are, Troy has the potential to be the best of all of them. Expect to see this young star in a primetime Saturday night game very, very soon. That'll do it for our preview of the FHS7v7A's final countdown tournament. Make sure to come to the Villages Polo Club next Friday and Saturday to see the future of football compete to win the biggest tournament of the season. For the FHS7v7A, I'm Trent Osborne.